how we began this meeting here, and I've seen it all across the Commonwealth. We start with honoring Almighty God, and then we follow that with pledging allegiance to our flag. And what we have, we are a nation of God and country. And if I may just start off with just a bit of scripture, because I think it ties in a little bit with what the auditor's office as well as the treasurer's office is responsible for. In the New Testament, 1 Timothy 6:10, I promise this will be short. On Sunday, a preacher said he never heard a bad short sermon, so I'll keep this brief. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money, what's the rest of it? Is the root of all evil. Everybody knows that. But one thing we don't hear is the following verse. The following verse says that those who pursue money, can be pierced with many sorrows, deviating from the faith. And we've heard many people here today say that we need to get back to a government based on biblical, scriptural principles. And that's what I intend to do. While I'm here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am and who I am not. I am not a career politician. In fact, I spent the last 27 years in the private sector, specializing in budgeting and finance. Now, make no mistake, I'm not a multi-millionaire businessman, but several have entrusted me with their assets and human resources to make the most of what they have. And that's what we need to do in government. As I say, my background, my undergraduate degree is in public administration, and I'm a product of the MBA program over at NKU, specializing in finance and management. So I think the Office of Auditor suits me well. I want to be able to have clear oversight. We heard Mr. Cooper talk about transparency. We need clear transparency of how our money is spent. Now, it doesn't always reach the level of embezzlement and criminality, but I've studied as a certified fraud examiner, so I'd be prepared for that if need be. We just don't see a lot of dedicated efforts to do the right thing. Now, some counties are constricted by funds, I get that, but we've heard many times of the hidden agendas that we see within government. And I will always fight for the taxpayers on the side of liberty. My seventh great grandfather was a captain in the Revolutionary Army, and after the war, he settled in Clark County, where we have a small farm today. My wife and I raised chickens. And of course, at the price of eggs, I may be that millionaire businessman very long. But what I've seen throughout my travels here and talking to GOP meetings and other organizations is that people are tired of the career politicians. I told you who I'm not a career politician. In Kentucky, you've got the opportunity to be a Mitch McConnell Republican or a Rand Paul and Thomas Massey Republican. And I'm the latter. I've followed Rand Paul and Thomas Massey for years. They believe in true liberty and responsible government spending. I think that's what we need to have in all areas of the government. And the Office of Auditor does a lot more than just making sure that the financials balance. That's easy to do. But the one thing I intend to elevate the Office of Auditor and make it a much more visible position is where we're going to see where that money is being spent. Who stands to gain most from this? And most of the time, it's not the taxpayers. We can't be fooled that it's a good thing that the income tax is being reduced. I'm all for that. However, I do have a problem when it's simply being shuffled over to other fees to increase usage taxes. So I think we need to look carefully. We are at a time here in the Commonwealth where we need to look closely how those in charge are making the decisions that affect us in the pocketbook. We work too hard and too long, with inflation as it is, to let the waste continue. So that's part of the reason why I decided to do this. They say never mention your opponent, but we did reference the current state treasurer, Ms. Allison Ball, is seeking the office of auditor. And one thing that should bother all of us is that we have a potential for the state finances to be under one oversight for 16 continuous years. That should worry everybody in this room. So I intend to be the true outsider, taking a professional, experienced look at the finances in the same way that a good private sector organization would do the same. And so I appreciate the opportunity to come here. Most importantly, if you could visit my website, it's bluegrassliberty.com. If I missed something in my biography there, here, you can look it up there. And I just want to say thank you for your time and keep fighting in support of liberty across the Commonwealth. Appreciate it. Thank you.